How is whey obtained? It is a product that is obtained when milk is processed. 93% of it consists of water, the rest are substances contained in milk. This liquid is almost clear and is the residue of the complete curdling of cow's milk. It accounts for about 50% by weight of milk, and the other part is the curd from which the cheese is made. If you do not use it, for example, for drinking or making bread, you can use it in your garden in many ways. First of all, you can use it as a fertilizer, mainly for tomatoes, cucumbers, and blueberries, as well as for all acidophilic plants, as it slightly acidifies the soil. You can use it on vegetables in the greenhouse, in flower beds for young or fully grown plants. How will using whey affect your vegetables? It will saturate the soil with useful trace elements and amino acids. There will be increased productivity and fruiting yield, improved plant development, inhibit the growth of bacteria and fungi that cause diseases, and the treatment of already diseased specimens without harming the seedlings. In addition, the whey solution accelerates the maturation of the compost and, in combination with other measures, deters pests. Watering with a whey solution fertilizes the soil and contributes to the destruction of pathogens of diseases such as potato blight, downy and true mildew, rust, fusariosis, scab, and leaf spot. 100 grams of whey contains such amino acids as isoleucine, 50 mg, leucine, 82 mg, lysine, 67 mg, methionine, 13 mg, cysteine, 11 mg, phenylalanine, 29 mg, tyrosine, 37 mg, threonine, 60 mg, tryptophan, 14 mg, valine, 53 mg, arginine, 23 mg, histidine, 17 mg, alanine, 36 mg, aspartic acid, 88 mg, glutamic acid, 41 mg, glycine, 17 mg, proline, 34 mg, serine, 38 mg. In 100 grams of whey you will find nutritional values such as 0.8 grams proteins, 5.1 grams carbohydrates, 0.1 grams fats, and mainly water 93.4 grams. It also contains small amounts of microelements such as iodine, zinc, iron, manganese, and macronutrients, phosphorus 40 mg, calcium 68 mg, magnesium 1 mg, potassium 129 mg, sodium 45 mg. It also contains vitamins mainly from Group B. The relatively high potassium content contributes to wonderful flowering and increases the amount of fruit produced. Lactose contained in whey protects against pests. 1 acid bacteria contained in it inhibit the multiplication of pathogens that favor the growth of fungi, molds and viruses. A whey spray can also be used. Whey microflora cleans the leaf surface from fungi. The lactic acid contained in the liquid creates a thin film on the plant that protects against the penetration of pathogens and pests. So you can use whey both as a soil fertilizer and for foliar spraying. Whey fertilizer nourishes vegetables with useful elements, which will increase their growth, condition, resistance, and yield. Whey fertilizer is suitable for tomatoes, cucumbers, pumpkins, zucchini, squash, cabbage, ferns and roses. Spraying and fertilizing with whey is not suitable for very thermophilic vegetables, such as peppers and eggplants, as it has a negative effect on their development. Spraying the tomatoes after each rainfall will help prevent late blight and fusariosis. In cucumbers it fights powdery mildew, protects strawberries and wild strawberries from blight and blotch. Before using as a fertilizer, the whey should be diluted with water in a ratio of 1:10. The solution is poured around the plant at a distance of about 50 centimeters from it. For spraying against diseases and bugs, it is diluted with water in a ratio of 1:3. The ready-made solution cannot be stored for more than 2 days, because it spoils and the fermented liquid will harm the seedlings. When can fertilization or whey spraying be applied? Newly planted vegetable cuttings take about 10 days to take root in a new position. After this period, fertilization can be applied. This can be done alternately with the whey spray every 14 days, but no more than weekly. We use 1 liter of solution for 1 bush. The last fertilization of the plants is carried out a few weeks before harvest. Before spraying, remember to strain the solution well through gauze, as any residual whey may clog the sprayer. As with fertilizing and spraying with other preparations, remember not to do it on hot days in full sun, but in the early morning or evening, otherwise the plants will get burned. If it rains after spraying and rinses off the preparation, spraying should be repeated. Fertilization can be combined with other natural means, such as yeast spraying or liquid manure fertilization. It should be remembered that if used too abundantly, there is a risk of lowering the pH of the soil, which has a negative impact on plant health, as most vegetables do not like acid soil. But blueberries love it. We can use larger amounts with them. Do not use the product without diluting it, as it may burn leaves and roots. The product is natural and ecological, completely harmless to humans, but people who are allergic to dairy products should be considered. The best whey product will be made of such real milk from the farmer. Sweet whey is obtained in the production of rennet and ripened cheeses, while in the production of curds the product is sour whey. Both types of whey can harm the environment when large amounts are dumped into water tanks or lakes, as changing the pH of the water affects, for example, fish and other organisms that inhabit the water. Sour whey has less protein than sweet whey but still contains many of the same vitamins and minerals as sweet whey.